Doing well. You know, the reception from the crowd. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to what's going on the charts initially, because not enough people are hearing it. I've always based the success of the song by the reaction of the crowd, and usually that dictates what happens on radio later on. And so, based on that reception, it looks like we're going to have us another hit. It's nice. It's nice to still be doing this, having done it for so long, and still having people care about what we're doing.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a little bit about that. Is it tough to stay competitive in today's country music world?
I don't know if it's tough. It's hard to stay true to who you are and still progress. People expect certain style or certain things from us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of hits. We've had 16 hits, and, with the likes of Redneck Yacht Club, International Harvester, Bonfire, and then That's What I Love About Sunday, Redneck Yacht Club, Wake Up Loving You. People expect a certain thing, so it's hard to maintain that same element of song while at the same time continuing to progress. But I feel like that's what we did with this new project, the new music that we put on this album, the 4 new songs. I feel like really opened the door for people to see where I'm at, where I'm going, and really set us up for the next album.
And what's new on the horizon for you? Are you doing some more songwriting? Are you headed back into the studio anytime soon, or is it pretty much just a summer tour for the next couple of months?
I'm always writing. That's what I do. I got in the business to be a songwriter, so I'm always writing songs. And I'm always trying to think about the next project. So I don't know that I'll go in the studio anytime before the end of the year, but sometime between the end of the year and November, January, somewhere between there, I'll get in the studio and start working on the next project, next album. In the meantime, we're just touring like crazy. Working the new single, "We'll Come Back Around," which I love. I think is a real sexy song.
Okay.
And filming the TV show, staying busy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the TV show next. How's the hunting show going? Because I'm a huge outdoorsman. I love being in the outdoors, especially here in Wyoming. And I think you're going to find probably 90% of the population here hunts or fishes. And they may not know about your TV show yet. Tell us a little bit about it and how that's going for you.
That's Craig Morgan All Access Outdoors on the Outdoor Channel. I think our primary air time is Sunday night. Then it airs a couple other times during the week. But it's going great. We're in the middle of our 5th season airing. In the process of filming season 6, so it's good. Any
chance you're going to do any hunting while you're here in Wyoming?
Well, I hope so. I've hunted there in the past. You guys have like you said, it's a great state for hunters and outdoorsmen. A lot of activities there, so I hope that when we get out there, we get to do a little hunting.
That's fantastic. Hey, I got to ask you something. As you're coming to Laramie, have you ever played in Laramie before?
I feel like we have.
Okay.
You're talking about how long I've done it. I've been doing it for about 14 years now.
Uh-huh.
Touring. I can barely remember where I was at yesterday. I do good to tell you where I'm going to be tomorrow. So, but I do know I've been to Laramie in the past. I just can't tell you where we played or what we did.
Well, when you play these college campuses, what's the energy like? Is it different from a normal concert when you get in front of a younger, energetic crowd?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the energy is about the same across the board, depending on where we're at. But yeah, I do know the college towns, the college shows we do, they seem to enjoy some of the stuff that we've had a little more than others. I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's really, what we find is it's more regional based rather than the particular crowd. Like in the Midwest, and out in the West, songs like International Harvester and Bonfire. Those songs were really, really resonated well out in those areas. So, whereas, another place it might be the This Old Boy that did better. It's just hard to say, but fortunately for us, we've had enough success that we get to play enough hits, and we like what we do. And when we go out there, we have fun, and we want the people that come see our show to enjoy themselves, because we know they're spending hard-earned money.
What's the one thing you hope that somebody walks away from one of your concerts, especially somebody who hasn't seen you perform before? What's the feeling that you hope they walk away with?
Well, I'm always fascinated when people come in and they go, "Oh, I love that song," and they didn't know it was me. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the opportunity to introduce myself to fans that may be fans of the music but might not know me, personally. And that's one of the great things about this TV show. When we're doing the show, people get to see not only the music side, but they get to see a lot about my personality and who I am. And when they come to the show, I think they gather that as well. I don't just get up there and sing. We get up there and introduce ourselves, and I want the people coming to see us to know who we are and what we're about.
Well, Craig, you are what I consider a man's man. Not only are you doing what you love, you're making music, you're out there picking guitar, and you're singing on stage, but you also spend a lot of time in the great outdoors, but you also spend a lot of time at home with your family. How do you keep that whole business side, family side on the road? How do you keep that balance?
Oh, it's my rock, the wife, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
One that keeps everything in check, takes care of the family and the house. The kids when I'm not here, and when I get home, she takes care of me and makes sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I tell everybody all the time that a good wife is like a great road manager. they keep the man in line and keep him focused when he's home, and that's what she does.
Let's talk a little bit about some of your charity work as well. I know you just finished up a big charity event in Tennessee back in July, and you spend a lot of time giving back to the community.
Yeah, it's important. I think those of us who have been given the opportunity to do something like that, we should take advantage of it. And it's nice to be able to share the blessings. And we're in the process of building this home in our community for children who've been temporarily displaced from their families for whatever reason. And our objective is to not only cover our county, but the surrounding counties, which is part of the 23rd District. With Children's Services and the Child Advocacy Center, local law enforcement, that kind of stuff. We've seen it firsthand, so we want to try to do what we can. And like I said, we've been really blessed, so we want to do that. And then we spend whatever efforts we can on our military. I think it's important that we show the men and women of our armed forces our support, and there's lots of ways to do it. So we try to do what we can there.
Wyoming, one of the most patriotic states in the United States, according to many surveys, and we always pay tribute to our men and women in uniform. And a big thanks to you as well. A lot of folks may not know you were an Army Ranger for many years.
Well, I was in the Army for almost 11 years of active duty.
Mm-hmm.
Served for about 6.5. So I spent more than a third of my life in the Army as a paratrooper.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your service, Craig. And we're looking forward to hanging out with you Friday, August 29th, up at Tailgate Park in Laramie as we get ready for the big Cowboy Kickoff concert and pep rally. Craig, I got to ask you, have you learned the lyrics to Cowboy Joe yet?
No, I haven't.
That's the theme song, and I guarantee if you play Cowboy Joe from the stage, the crowd will go nuts.
Yeah, we'll have to work on it.
Well, Craig, thank you so much for your time this morning. Looking forward to seeing you again up in Laramie. Hey, safe travels on the road, and thanks for coming and helping us kick off the University of Wyoming 2014 college football season with a brand new coach, a brand new attitude, and a great concert to get things started. So we certainly encourage everybody to grab their tickets now.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and we're grateful for the opportunity. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. Looking forward to